Hi everyone, this is video 1 of 5 regarding systemizing your business for success in 2019. So like I said, there's going to be 5 videos and they're going to be coming out every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 a.m. Something I want to say is in each video I'm going to be giving you a simple system, things to get your gears turning, as well as applications. And regarding the applications, it's super important that these are just suggestions of common ones that we work with and implement for our clients, but it's definitely not a turnkey solution for you, because what applications work for you depend upon your company size, how many people need access to these applications, like as far as like how many employees, how many clients you have, what existing applications you have, what your goals are, what kind of clients you work with. There's so many, different things you must consider before choosing on what apps are best for you, that I don't want you to think that these are the end-all be-all apps and the only ones out there that you can choose from. And then another thing is that the systems I talk about are a great way to get your gears turning and thinking, but again, this is just a simple solution. It's not necessarily the best solution, and what's best for one person is not necessarily best for another, definitely isn't. So I just want to preface that going into these videos, that I'm going to give you some helpful thought-provoking things to think about in systems, but it's definitely, I'm not saying that this is the best thing that you should do right now. So as far as onboarding goes, why should you care about this? Why is it important to have a good onboarding process? Well, number one is it does improve cash flow. If the client can quickly onboard and you can start the project for the client, hopefully you are getting paid faster. So cash flow. Tip number 2 is client satisfaction. So if I'm your client and I have a way to get online really quickly, review the engagement letter and move forward, and then receive a welcome letter, then I clearly feel like I'm in good hands. So we want that process to be really, really smooth for our new clients. And then tip number 3 is internally, you and your staff should also feel a lot of comfort knowing that it's one less task to manage and delegate and move. As you'll see in this process I talk about, your staff and yourself should know what next steps are, and you're not having to move information across systems. So what is a simple onboarding system look like? What does it entail? Here you go. So as soon as you have a prospect say, all right, let's move forward, we will mark them 1 in a CRM. This will then trigger to some sort of engagement management software to take the client information, put it into the engagement letter, as well as fill out blanketed information so that you just have to go in and fill in those specific details. From there, you can have it sent to the client, where the client can ask questions. They can, in some of them, they can go ahead and pay, and they can go ahead and sign. So it's all in one little solution, as well as like this. Typically, software can follow up with the client. So you can say like, hey, if they don't, respond in 7 days, let's go ahead and send them a reminder. Can take care of little tasks like that. Once the client signs, this can go ahead and push to your accounting software, where it adds them as a new client, or it looks up to see if you have an existing client. It can create the invoice, go ahead and do those reoccurring invoices if necessary, as well as push to your task management and workflow software, so that all of the associated team members are aware of what's happened and know what next steps to take. Additionally, things to consider are go ahead and having that automatic welcome letter sent to your client, things like that, where you aren't passing data along, whether it's sending it to the client or letting your team members know, hey, we need to do this. It's all streamlined and it's efficient and quick. So again, this is just a simple solution to get some gears turning, some thoughts, and help you really take on all of those new clients that you want to in 2019. As always, I am open to questions, suggestions, any feedback you may have. I love it. My contact information is within the text that's either found above or below this video, depending on what format you're watching this video on. And, stay tuned for the upcoming videos.